Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to our respected lecturer, Madam Nur Hazimah, and our fellow students. Today we are from Bachelor Science Environmental and Occupational Health program are going to present a topic that related to our daily life. Before that, we are going to introduce ourselves. My name is Husna Danya, and this is Adila, and this is Umi. It is the most common disease in the world that kills 40 million people each year, which is equivalent to 70% of death globally, according to World Health Organization (WHO). Each year, 15 million people die from this disease between age 30 to 69 years old in low and middle income countries. Tobacco use, physical inactivity, unhealthy diets, and harmful use of alcohol are the factors that lead to this disease. Can anyone guess what kind of disease that I'm talking about? No! Okay, it is related to diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular disease. Today, we are going to talk about the factors that lead to non-communicable disease or NCD in the world population. My presentation today will include the introduction and physical inactivity. Harmful use of alcohol and tobacco use will be presented by Adila, and unhealthy diet and compulsion will be presented by Uli. Before that, I'm going to explain briefly about what is NCD. NCD is a disease that is not caused by infectious agents. It is also known as chronic disease, which tends to be in a long duration and sometimes are results of combination of genetic, physiology, environmental, and behavior factors. NCD is also result in rapid death such as heart disease, stroke, cancer, and diabetes. Next slide, please. So, let's return to our main topic here today, which is factors that leads to NCDs. The first factor is physical inactivity. Based on World Health Organization (WHO), NCDs are driven by forces that include rapid unplanned urbanization and globalizations, mostly for high income and developing countries like America, China, and European countries, and also big cities of the countries. The people are practicing urban lifestyle. So the trend of urbanization is drastically increasing in this region, causing changes in lifestyle of the people. For some reason, NCD is also called disease of urbanization. Studies shows that urban youth of both sexes are spent less in physical activity compared to urban youth in rural areas. So this is because they mostly prefer to spend their free time playing with their gadgets rather than doing some outdoor activities. Also, most adults have numerous of commitments and responsibilities to their families, friends, and communities that eventually make them too busy to spend their time on physical activities. Next slide, please. Okay, on the other hand, physical inactivity happens because they do not have support from the surrounding. Okay, modern day family life can be pretty hectic, and it can often feel like challenge to find the time and energy to be active. So for that reason, most people are likely to get their children to stay at home and watching TVs, and make physical exercise are not common among them. This lack of activities has a major implication for health of the children and other family members, including an increased risk of getting diabetes and obesity. Okay, based on article on 18th of April 2018, correspondent number stated that number of overweight children under 5 years old up to 38% between year 2000 to 2016 in the region, and this problem is growing. Moreover, the action can be taken by the employers to encourage their workers to involve in this physical activity. Like they can provide the gym facilities or membership for the gym. Okay? In short, community, friends, and family needs to be aware the importance of physical activity. So to talk about our next topic, I invite Adila to talk.
Okay, I will explain about the next factors that will lead to non-communicable disease, which is harmful use of alcohol. Harmful use of alcohol is a serious health burden that affects virtually individual on international scale. In 2012, 3.3 million deaths, 62% adults abstained from alcohol. 5.9% of these deaths caused but are attributable to alcohol consumption, and half of these deaths are caused by non-communicable disease. Next, the effect of consumption of alcohol depends on the volume that consumed. The greater the volume of alcohol consumed, the greater the harmful effect. Alcohol are linked to 8 different cancers such as larynx, pharynx, colon, rectum, female breast, esophagus, and also liver, cardiovascular disease, and also liver disease. Alcohol may lead to alcohol abuse and addiction, which may lead to destructive behavior. Persons become physically and physiologically dependent on alcohol. In 2013, 18 million people aged 12 years old and older in United States need treatment for alcohol use. If someone with alcohol addiction takes dangerous risks while drinking, they also can put others at risk too. In United States, drunk driving takes 28 lives every day. Okay, I will move to next factors, which is tobacco use. 1 billion people smoke. Tobacco causes 1 in 6 deaths, non-communicable disease. In a risk factor for 6 out of 8 world leading causes of death and causes nearly 6 million deaths per year. This shows that tobacco use is very harmful that may lead to the non-communicable disease. Tobacco use is one of the preventive risk factor. Okay. Primary level and low-income country residents should know the harmful effect of tobacco. Next, I have a question. If you are a husband of pregnant woman, do you want a premature baby? Okay, because a pregnant woman who exposed to secondhand smoke are at higher risk of preterm birth and growth of baby. Children and infants are vulnerable to the effect of secondhand smoke. Exposure can lead to reduced lung function, increased lung infections, asthma attacks, and other problems. Do you know that 20% of world's estimated 1 billion smokers are women? Half of deaths from secondhand smoke are adult women, and 1/3 of the deaths are under 5 years old children. Okay, I will pass this microphone to Umi to explain about unhealthy diet and
Fadila. Okay, so now I will proceed to the last factor that cause non-communicable disease death in world population. So, diet is play an important role in maintaining our health. However, typical developed country diet is too high in calories, saturated fat, and added sugar, which is not good for our health. Moreover, overconsumption of this compound can cause diabetes and diabetes-related diseases such as stroke, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes type 2. To illustrate this, it is proven in the last 30 years, obesity rates have doubled in adults, tripled in children, and quadrupled in adolescents based on the statistic that I obtained from the WHO official website. Also, approximately 678,000 deaths each year occur in US is due to nutrition and obesity-related diseases. Okay, now I will proceed to the next slide. Okay, so in conclusion, there are 4 various factors that can lead to non-communicable disease in world population. First is physical inactivity. Based on the research conducted by WHO, it is shown that 90% of world death is associated with the physical inactivity and unhealthy diet. Second is the harmful use of alcohol, which can cause many severe cases such as road accident and domestic violence. Next is the tobacco use. Tobacco use is often associated with the second-hand smoke that is vulnerable to children and infants. And lastly is the unhealthy diet. Unhealthy diet, typically practiced by people living in developed countries, can cause obesity and obesity-related diseases such as cancer, cardiovascular disease, and stroke. Okay, before I end our presentation today, I would like to leave you guys with a quote to ponder on. This quote is quoted by Thomas Fuller, an English historian who wrote a book titled The History of Holy War. He said that health is not valued till sickness comes. Thank you.